Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to a new and improved edition of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer, where I actually go across the street from my office to the courthouse and actually try cases. That means I don't just sit there and hold my client's hand through court. I actually go to court and I try cases, and I win. So we have been offline for quite a lot, about 6 weeks or so. And then let me give you an update as to what we've been up to. First of all, we had my last ski race. I'm going to show you this ski race. I'm not really super proud of it, but I raced downhill. And in my last ski race, I crashed at about 45 miles an hour, and I dislocated my shoulder. Now, that fucker hurt like you would not believe. And but then I went to the hospital, and they tied a weight around. They put a needle this long into my shoulder, and when they did that, I'm going to show you the video will play. You can see me crash, kind of.
On the blue course, bid 319, Bruce Rivers. On the red course, bid 259, Muskegon Ramp, finish time of 31.37.
And when they did that, oh my God, it was just really painful. But then they tied a weight around my arm, and I had to lay on my stomach, and then they yanked, and then all of a sudden, pop, right back in. It was instant relief. Still a little bit sore, but that was about a month ago. Let's see what else. Okay, now my son, Michael, who is the creator and the genius behind all the things that we do here, and the filmer, editor, and creator of the content, he had a very bad scare. He almost lost his leg recently. He was in bed, he was sleeping, he fell out of bed, didn't wake up, and because he didn't wake up, he was laying on his leg in a particular way to cut off the circulation to both his leg and his arm. Now, this is called compartment syndrome, and it can happen, it's actually common. I didn't even know this was a thing. But when you do that for hours, it's like if you sat on your leg and all of a sudden your foot is numb. Well, that's because you cut off the circulation. You can't feel anything, right? Well, when you do it for hours, that muscle dies. Now look at this picture right here. This is his leg shortly after we got him to the hospital. He took an ambulance to the hospital. They opened him up right away because it was swollen and it was dying. His leg was literally, the muscles in his leg were dying. So they had to open it up and they had to let it expand. And then he had a couple surgeries, or a surgery after that to close it up. But look at this. This is just fucking... He almost lost his leg. So he's been recuperating. We've been supporting him. And so we've had a lot of stuff going on. That's our personal stuff that we had going on. The other thing is I've had a couple trials since I last talked to you. Let me tell you about these trials. Really amazing. And I hadn't tried a lot of cases since, COVID, because the courts weren't trying a lot of cases. And so everything was getting bumped. Now I'm going to probably try about 10 cases this year. But, so let me just, and these were 2 assault cases. And both were right out of Jerry Springer. And it was actually kind of fun because when you have, cases that are kind of light on facts, not heavy on science, and just about human behavior, I kind of just sit back and relax. And I'm not going to let some psycho person beat me in trial. So this is what happened. So the first case was a domestic assault strangulation case. My client was accused of strangling his girlfriend, which he did not do. And she came in, and it helps if the alleged victim is a bodybuilder built like a brick fucking shithouse that can bench 300 pounds, which is what she was. Okay. And we had a picture of the door frame that she had just destroyed his front door when he locked her out. And she's the one that actually attacked him and then we wound up getting a not guilty. We proved our case to the jury that it was really self-defense, and she never had any marks on her neck, and and I don't advocate violence, but he was protecting himself, and he didn't hurt her in the least. And it took her quite a long time until she realized that, she wanted to be vindictive and then call the police. So she didn't call the police right away. Anyway, so we got a not guilty on that one. Then I had another trial just last week where you can't even make this shit up. I mean, if you were going to write a Jerry Singer sitcom, my client's wife had been screwing another guy for the better part of a year, okay? And this guy knows that she's pregnant and thinks the baby's his. My client thinks the baby's his. So on this particular day, a baby shower announcement had gone out over social media. This guy sees that, and he sees my client's name and his wife's name. They're having a baby shower. So he shows up on the day of the baby shower and throws his girlfriend's pictures, baby stuff, all kinds of stuff in the front yard. Well, my client's brother, who has a record and is kind of a hothead, sees that. He jumps in his car and starts chasing the guy. Well, and he pulls him over, a couple miles down the road, and they get out. He gets out of his car. The guy rolls down his window. "What's up?" And then my client's brother punches him in the face. Well, the guy gets out. He picks up my client's brother, throws him on top of the hood of his car, smashes his windshield, and then my client shows up just a little bit later, and this guy comes after my client at that point. My client smashes him in the head, big gash over his eye, and the two of them tussle for a little while. Anyway, my client was charged with felony assault, acquitted of felony assault. So it is... it's fun to be back in the saddle. It's really fun to be trying cases, to be back in action, and which is what we are here now. So we're going to start doing more reactions, probably 3, 4, 5 a week, as many as we can get in while we still are having, a fledgling law practice. So look for, we're going to do some more true crime stuff because I really like that, and I know you guys do too. We're going to also we'll do a reaction to Will Smith. It'll be different from, and everybody's fucking reacting to Will Smith, and I don't have judgment on Will Smith or Chris Rock, but we're going to analyze things in terms of cost-benefit analysis, all right? And then we'll also do, our standard update on Melly, on some of the other things that are going to be going on. So stay tuned to CLR. If you've ordered a hat, these hats, I suggest you do. We were a little bit delayed because we ran out, and our new shipment just took a little while to get here. Everything seems like it's taking a little while, but we're back in action with that. So we're full up on hats. So order one, and you'll get it within a couple days, I think. And we got Patreon is going strong. Just bailed somebody out of jail it was just a DUI case, but it was an indigent person who needed some money, and so we just helped them out. So we are alive. We are doing great work, and now the channel is coming back alive like you have not seen before. God, I just sounded like Donald Trump there for a second. I don't want to do that. Anyway, so remember, stop yourself snitching. Build, and sign up for Patreon. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. And we'll see you at our next reaction here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Thanks for coming back.